All right. You ready? Fun time. All right. What's going on, folks? Welcome to another episode of the Lemonade Podcast. I'm your host, Frank. Here at the Lemonade Podcast, we go by the saying, when life gives you lemons, we make lemonade, and we pour it onto the world. With that, we also hope to encourage, inspire, and empower not only those of you tuning in, but our guests as well. And today's guest is Dan.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right. So, prior to this, we had this conversation just to kind of reiterate the fact that the Lemonade Podcast is a platform for creators, artists, and whatnot to come here, tell their story as to, the lemons, the lemonade, and how they pour it onto the world. So here we're here for you. So whatever it is that you want to share, do your thing.
Cool.
We're here for it. You know what I mean? So, real quick though, where are you from? I see your hat.
Yeah, I'm representing the Chicago Cubs.
There you go.
You can probably
Cubs.
see it.
There you go. The Cubs fans. I don't know anything about baseball, so
I haven't been following the season, so I can't say too much.
No.
But I was born and raised in Joliet, Illinois.
Okay.
It's about 40 minutes away from downtown.
There you go. Yeah.
But my formative years were in the city. Went to school out there and everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What brought you to Cali?
Just a change.
Okay.
Honestly, it was like in 2016. I was going to school, got off the train.
Yeah.
It was like negative 40 with the wind chill. And I was like, you know what?
Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's
time to move to California.
Fuck that. Yeah. Yeah, it's you pay a hefty price to come here.
Yeah.
In SoCal. However, the weather is fucking amazing.
Yeah, the
It's
sunshine
beautiful.
tax.
It is. You're like, you know what? It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's worth it. Well, okay, cool. So, how long? You said you've been here since 2016?
No, I've been here 2018.
2018.
Yeah.
Okay, dope.
So that was just the day 2016. I was like, you know what? I gotta start doing something. I gotta get out of here.
All right.
So
So what were you doing in Chicago?
So I was pre-med bio student at DePaul University.
I don't speak any of that.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's
shout out to all the
science people.
science, bitch. Yeah, no, dope.
Yeah.
All right, and so, we talked about this, a little bit about this, and forgive me for my wording,
No
my
worries.
verbiage is the analytical aspect of things, of how we look at life, artists and science folk.
Yeah.
So I'll say it like that. You were in Chicago doing the whole science thing. I'm just gonna say it like that because I know nothing once again. But then you came to Cali, and now you were still doing.
I'm still in the science field.
Still in the science
I work in
field.
environmental for the county. Well,
Okay.
I guess we're not the county anymore, but
All right.
more about air quality stuff.
Dope.
I work with Matt.
Yeah, Matt, the tech guy. We
The
call
tech
him Matt
guy,
the
Matt.
tech.
Behind the
tech.
scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes, he's doing it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, real quick, I know if you're listening, you're gonna get this stuff, but he's doing a wonderful job at getting all the behind the scenes stuff for you. All right, so we got you.
Yeah.
Stop yelling at me that we don't have enough behind the scenes content. Yell at him. Anyhow, Matt the tech guy is unfortunately not on any social media, so there's no way that he
He's
can
a
yell at
ghost.
him. Yeah, he's a fucking ghost.
phantom.
No one knows what he looks like.
Nobody.
You do.
I work
do.
with him. I don't even know what he looks like.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. He's just a tech guy. Nah. Shout out to Matt. He's doing a great job. Thanks, Matt.
Cool guy.
Matt. All right. So you're here now doing your thing.
Yeah.
Ensuring that our air quality is great.
As best as it can be in California.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
The air is great. The air quality at times, But when we spoke recently, just now, you mentioned, and I love this term that you used.
Yeah.
It was dope. I was like, wow, never heard it that way. I don't know if you got it from somewhere or it just came to you.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
Right. Okay. There you go. You created it. So you're the originator, maybe. All right. And that term was what? You are a
I said I was a closeted artist. Yeah.
closeted artist.
Because I do not talk about it. I only share it with some of my close friends and stuff.
Right.
But I mean, a lot of people don't even know I draw or
Gotcha.
take pictures. I mean, maybe now because I started posting on Instagram all my film and stuff.
Right.
But before, I mean, like, not really. My family, no.
Right. They didn't.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned that your family has a history of
Correct.
there's a history of photographers.
Yeah. So
Okay.
my grandpa and my uncles, they own their own photography studio back in Joliet.
Okay.
So I grew up around photography.
Nice. Shout out to all the photographers.
Yeah,
Just gonna-
all the photographers.
Hell yeah.
Like this gentleman right
Yes, sir. Thank you.
But yeah, I grew up having to go to quinceañeras and
Yeah.
weddings,
Yep.
hold the bag, give this lens, give that lens,
You gotta put in
hold
the work,
the camera.
man.
Yeah. But as a little 10-year-old, you're just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I got older, you're just like, nah. You correlate like boredom with you're hungry, you're going to these weddings that you don't know
Yeah.
anybody. You're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
So I didn't get back into it. I would say maybe my mid-20s.
Okay.
Yeah, I started just, again, I like to deep dive into stuff.
Yeah.
And so we did digital at the time. Well, it was kind of turning. They did film, and then they started doing digital.
Right. All right.
But in
Yeah.
my more like teen years, I guess, they did digital.
Gotcha.
So I started looking into film,
Mhm.
and I just started looking at what kinds of best, like Kodak, the Portra, the Fuji films,
Right.
HP5s,
Okay.
all that stuff. And then I started developing my own stuff.
Dope.
Yeah, so I have like a little portable, I guess it's portable,
Studio?
dark room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dark
so I
room,
do it in
okay.
my apartment.
Do you believe that there is a best?
There's a best?
Yeah,
Ooh.
and within all that.
I think certain films bring out the best in certain photographers, I'd say.
Gotcha.
That's how I'd
okay.
say.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone asked me, they posed a question. They said, if I get this specific camera, and they named what it was,
Yeah.
like a Sony A7, or I'm not, and I said this, I am not the most technical dude at all. I work with what I have, and I make what I make, because you can have the best
Equipment,
anything,
yeah.
the best tools, but if you don't know how to use them or even have the vision,
Yeah.
there's nothing that's gonna come out of
For
that.
sure.
And that's what he was like. This person was like, "Yo, if I get this Sony A7, and can you teach me how to, go around and shoot and all stuff?" I'm like, whatever you have, bro, it could be
Doesn't matter,
anything.
yeah.
As long as you have the vision. And all I said was, bro, go out there. What you have, I'm down to teach you a few things, but you're gonna want to find your own style, right?
Yeah.
I hate that word style because it boxes you in, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
It's your fingerprint kind of.
Yeah, okay. We'll use that fingerprint. I love that.
But-
This motherfucker keep
yeah.
coming up with shit. I like this dude, bro.
But my grandpa was the same way. Whenever
Yeah.
we wanted to, because we have a lot of cousins,
Yeah.
and if they want to start shooting, he's like, "Well, here's the crappiest one. If you're good with that one, then we'll get you
Oh, yeah.
a different one.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it with the crappy one, then you probably won't like it with the nice one." So
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I said that, like, go out there with what you have, whatever it may be, and shoot your ass off.
Yeah.
Just shoot your ass off. Learn the basics. Learn what you have, that equipment. Learn yourself. Explore lighting. Explore the outdoors, the indoors, posing,
Yeah.
people, nature, everything. You'll find it
Yeah.
eventually. I just like everybody else. I started with shooting scenic stuff and nature. I love nature. So I went out there taking pictures, and then now I do portraits.
Dope,
We're gonna
yeah.
call it that.
Nice.
You know what I mean? But it was all through just living and learn, and I just
Yeah.
pay dues, put in the work, and I learned everything that I learned on my own, but also through trial and error.
Yeah.
And that's the best, because nobody can really take that away from you.
Right
once
on.
you put in the work.
yeah, I resonate with that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never taken an art class that I know of.
Right.
Everything YouTube is.
I mean,
Learn a lot on YouTube.
and it's crazy because it brings this point of there's so many resources out there in anything that you may want to do.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to be an accountant. I'm not telling you that go on YouTube and you'll become an accountant overnight.
You're
I'm just
coding.
saying
Yeah.
it could help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those things. There's resources out there. Just saying. Anyways, the dope part about your story is that you didn't go to art class, but the family
Yeah.
was your teachers.
For sure.
Period. And of course, as a child, you're like, "Wow, bro, I don't want to be here. Come on, bro. Like, tengo hambre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm hungry." But that's how y'all paid.
Yeah.
Put food on the table. That was a family business. You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
was, yeah.
And it's dope. It's once again things you created. The family created it, made it, feeding our own. You know what I'm saying? And nobody could take that away from them.
Yeah.
So that's dope. But I mean, you had your own schooling.
Yeah.
To that, right? So now you're in Cali. You do your photography. Shout out once again. But you also, as you said, a closeted artist.
Yeah.
People know about the photography background because of your family and whatnot. But you also you draw,
I do. Yeah.
right? What got you into drawing? And obviously we know why you didn't
Yeah,
pursue
yeah.
photography
As much. Yeah.
right.
Well, I mean, I guess it comes down to Freedom of expression. When I first moved out here, I moved out here with no plan. I was like, I'm just gonna move out here. I gotta get out from the cold. I gotta leave. Because I didn't grow up in such a great neighborhood growing up. So that all those experiences you go through, it clings to you. You see a lot of violence and all this stuff. So you kind of suppress it, compartmentalize it. Probably not good for you, but you do.
Right.
So when I came out here, it's kind of like I'm off to fend for myself, right? Blew through my savings because I had student loans, and you're like, damn. And I was sleeping on the couch at my uncle's house. He lived in Orange County. Okay. So he let me stay. At least I didn't have to pay for rent. So that was dope. Yeah. But, you're just stressed out. I was like stressed all the time. So I was like, you know what? Start drawing again. Start picking this up. Well, not again, but I would sketch here and there on the train back in Chicago.
Right.
But my fiance now, she's always been super supportive. And she's like, well, you know what? Maybe you should just do something for yourself. Because I was just working, sleeping, working, sleeping. So at nighttime, I'd stay up probably till like 2, 3 in the morning. I'd get out of work. I worked at the meat department.
Okay.
I would say a butcher, but I can't claim that. You got to go through the whole steps. But I would cut meat here and there.
He's a butcher.
No.
He's the butcher coming.
No.
We're not
That
fiance.
sounds terrible. That sounds horrible.
Your fiance's listening, and probably the FBI at this point. No, I'm kidding.
But you just you're consumed with all this. Your time's taken up by stuff you don't want to do. And so I get home and it's like. I'm sleeping on the couch or sometimes on the floor, and it's like, I got to do something for myself. So I would start drawing, start sketching. So it's been doing that. I did almost every day.
Nice.
Yeah, and that helped me a lot with like staying chill, staying focused. Dope. And with the support of my fiance, I mean, she's been incredible throughout this whole time.
Shout out to
Nina.
Selena?
Nina.
My bad. I was like, Selena. I was like, anything for
you're going to give me trouble.
Nina.
Yeah. Shout
out to Nina.
Yeah. We're getting married in December.
Oh, shit. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You already got family. I'm saying, you need a photographer. Hey, man, like, bring a different vibe. I'm just letting you know. No, that's so dope. Congratulations. You know what I mean? And it's up to be able to have, someone like that on your team to even push you, to be like, like, I see this potential. Follow that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't. Even the closest to you, be like, nah, bro, and to a certain extent, it is understandable because, we got bills to pay, mouths to feed. And, I'm not gonna marry someone who's been sleeping on their uncle's couch. I'm just gonna be 100. What do you see that? But she sees your potential, and it's dope because now you're like, okay, I'm gonna follow it.
For sure.
Man.
I mean, just alone the last 3 years, my life, her life has changed a lot too. Nice. She's in grad school now, gonna get her doctorate in physical therapy, and I'm over here doodling at nighttime.
There you go.
She's always been there. Yeah,
that's dope. Yeah, man. You know what? If anything happens, as a starving artist, you got sugar mama. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's dope. Congratulations to Nina on getting a doctorate. Yeah. Congratulations on engagement, marriage. It's a big commitment.
Yeah.
But that's dope to be able to have that and people support you. Now, real quick, does your family know you draw, and are they supportive?
They know. I'll send them some pictures sometimes. But they're always like, oh wow, my little brother, he's actually been the artist. He went to school to do all that stuff.
Okay, there you go.
So sometimes I feel like maybe I shouldn't say much. I don't want to take the spotlight from him, but I mean, we're way different art styles.
Right. No.
But it's always been my brother, the one that draws.
Right.
That's known. But as far as like my sisters know, I dabble here and there, but. And I don't think they know I do it as much as I do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So through what you're doing now, how do you feel like that has maybe impacted you and maybe those around you?
It's definitely made me more calm, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I used to be a hothead. I mean, it still comes out when I play soccer here and there.
But it's a competitive nature.
Yeah, it's in my culture too,
I mean, you have to be, especially, you just got to compete.
Yeah.
I think it's important to have a competitive spirit, and then not to downplay anybody, not to be there and just in your space, somebody's space, and just talk shit to them, whatever. But it's like, look, I see what you're doing. Let me raise the bar.
For sure.
And in turn, hopefully, they continue to raise their bar, and so on and so forth. And you compete with each other, friendly competition, and it just brings out, that the better of you, at
For
times.
sure.
Competition
Yeah.
can do that
Mhm.
if you allow it to. If you're a hothead and start punching people in the face
That's
because
not good.
you drop better than me, fuck you. I'm your bigger brother and just whoop his ass. No, I'm kidding. Nah, but you know what I'm saying? It's all right.
Also, I would say, like you said, how it betters me. It makes you just stick to a craft.
Yeah.
Because sometimes drawing isn't fun, you know, drawing, painting, sketching, doodling, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sometimes it's cool, but sometimes you just got to put pen to paper, or paper to, or whatever, brush to, and it's just like, you just got to grind it, and it's just, you just got to get into it.
It was crazy because I had this conversation with my nephew who we had on, and I tell him, you know, I got my 9 to 5. He's got his 9 to 5. He's a carpenter.
Nah, that's a lot. That's tough, yeah.
Right. You know, and he's like, yo, I'm tired. I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is your drawing? What does that do for you? He's like, it definitely puts me in a different zone. And I'm reiterating, I'm you know what I'm saying?
Summarizing it.
Yeah. See, y'all speak Frank. You know, I'm summarizing that, and I'm just saying, like, you know, he's like, it does, you know, fuel this fire. It makes, you know, it excites him. So I'm like, even if you if you get off work, you're tired, you don't have to sit there and do a whole canvas, or you don't have to paint a whole picture. Just do the sketch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe
sure.
just the outline. But stick to it every day, little by little. And that way you get to see your progress.
Yeah.
You know? We talk about that, you know, getting off of the 9 to 5, coming home, being tired, but still going for, you know, your dream, pushing for that, working on that, late nights at times, knowing that you got to be up early the next day. But sometimes, you know, you get caught up in doing what you're doing, your dream, that time just goes by quick,
sure.
you know? You don't think about it, and you're so excited. You don't want to stop, but you know, like, oh, crap, I got to pace myself, right?
Yeah.
But I think, like, it drives you, and it gives you this other extra energy when you really believe in it, when you're really going for it, you know? And it's important to have whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be art, doesn't have to be anything in particular and specific, whatever it is for you. And I say this all the time, anything you can find in life that really drives you, really just lights that fire within, pursue that little by little every day, so that maybe you don't like your 9 to 5. Maybe you're not too happy with your life, and there's a certain situation you're you know, where you live is not the greatest, but this little bit of whatever flame that's burning within, that's what you look forward to, and that's what you continue to concentrate on it, and you continue to just build that fire and just let it explode and burn everything fucking down. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it just makes life that much more enjoyable when those things outside of you may not be.
For sure.
You know? And you just said it. It calmed me down. It was therapeutic. It is therapeutic.
For sure.
Photography was that for me. I was like, oh, snap. I can... Cool. And then it zoned in. You get to zone in on the craft. You know? That's dope. Yeah. So you draw. What do you draw?
Right now, well, I guess based on the little drawing I did for you, I've been doing a lot of American traditional flash. Got it. So which I guess kind of leads into what we were talking about off camera. Right. That ultimately, what I've been working on is my portfolio, and to try to become a tattoo apprentice. Okay. So that's the long-term goal. All right. Big career change eventually. Yeah. But we'll see where it goes. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I mean, and I feel like you've been intentional with putting in, you know, like you said, pen to paper, you know, late nights. You have the support. You know, you're well on track. I mean, you said it's been 3 years or so.
Since, you know what I mean? Since I've been to California.
Right. And when you really, like I said, you're more intentional now. You're like, okay, I'm going to hone in on this craft. You know, those 3 years, that's work to prepare you for the next step. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Which is dope. But I think like you should just stay on track and continue to pursue that, because if that's what the next step that you really want to take, that's just it. That's just the next step to, you know, the rest of what you're doing. It's not like, oh, I don't know if I can. And no, obviously there's doubts always, you know, but it's just the next step. That's it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Easier said than done, obviously. But we're here for that. We're here to support it. We're here to, like I was telling, you know, people from the beginning, we want to, through this movement, the Lemonade movement, the Lemonade podcast, to have people on here who are just starting out, who are pursuing something that lights a fire, you know, that are passionate about, to validate them, to push them, to motivate them, to like just say, hell yeah, fucking keep going, you know, encourage, inspire and empower. I feel like you can do that just by pursuing yours. You set an example, and you follow yours. You said, yo, photography isn't for me, at least a family business. I'm going to do it my way. And now I'm doing these drawings that the next step is going to be, a tattoo apprentice.
Yeah.
And then,
Hopefully.
what is it? Go
from apprenticeship.
And then
a tattoo artist.
Okay, there you go. So I don't know this. I'm new to it.
Worries.
I got poked.
Hand poked.
Yeah.
Single needle.
Shout out. She just went in.
Ooh.
I was like, hell yeah. But I'm good. It hurt a little bit here. Not that much though. 'Cause you know what I mean? Nah. But yo, shout out to the tattoo artists. You know, the people that are drawing right now. If you're listening, you listen to Dan's story. Know that it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take work for sure. Go in, hone in on your craft. Continue to draw every day, little by little.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the next step is now you're drawing these bigger sketches. You may go into being a muralist, painting. You know what I mean? Those next steps are just the beginning where you started just by doodling, as you said. Could lead you to the bigger steps, those career changes. And that includes, just doing that on a bigger scale. And for you, your aspiration, your goal, your next step, your career changes, the tattoo apprenticeship, which then leads to the next step after that. And then you'd be like, yo, Mr. Cartoon, and then
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right in the grade years.
And then now we're like, hey, welcome to the Lemonade Podcast 10 years later.
Right.
I'm just putting it out there. And we're like, hey, welcome Dan. Remember Dan? We were back in the day. Now I can barely catch you. That's aspiration. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but for real, like, we're here for this to be able to, like I said, set a platform for those people that are following theirs, bro. So I appreciate your time, your energy, likewise. Your story. Thank you for coming on and sharing yours.
Thanks for having me, man.
No, of course, man. Yeah. I have a question for you because
for sure,
I know Matt had told me something interesting about you. Where you come from, and I don't know how you take this question. You don't have to answer it. It may be too personal. I'm just gonna say it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what it is. We'll see.
No,
what's this guy talking about? No.
So, do you believe that deep dish is better than New York style pizza?
I don't know. That's up to you. I mean, I like deep dish, but I like New York style too. Okay. It just depends.
If your life depended on it.
If my life depended on it.
Maybe that's the better question.
I mean, because I was born in Joliet, so I can't claim I'm like a Chicagoan, right? But my formative years were in Chicago. Yes. People from Chicago know that someone not from Chicago can't claim that, right? And they'll know if because then they'll be like, this dude ain't from Chicago, he's from Joliet, But I lived in Chicago. I lived in Chicago for about 4 or 5 years. So I guess in my formative years, as a Chicagoan, but we don't even really eat deep dish, man. That's just me.
The truth is out.
That's just me,
Yeah, you came out of your, artist closet.
I can't even wear this hat anymore. Honestly, whenever I ate deep dish was when someone came by. Like, say if you guys were to come visit Chicago, let's go get some Giordano's or Illuminati's or something, know?
Okay. Oh, shit. All right.
But, cool. I mean, I've never eaten. I don't really eat New York style.
What do you like to eat?
Me,
what's your go-to?
I eat whatever. My go-to?
Yeah.
Depending on how much time I have or what.
All right, you got half an hour.
I got half an hour. I'll probably make a smoothie and a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Okay,
and that's
there you go. That's simple, straight to the point.
Straight
nutritious.
To the point.
I like it. Yeah.
Try to hit protein and something.
Yeah, it's funny we talking about pizza. Pizza is actually my go-to.
Nice.
So it's pepperoni. Pepperoni pizza.
You make it yourself or like?
No.
Oh, okay.
I like to. I go to like Trader Joe's. They have their dough there. That's pretty dope. Yeah. So
Barron's like right here.
Barron's. You know what? I haven't had their dough. I've only tried.
Like you like the legit dough and you.
Yeah, and then I knead it and then just you know what I'm saying, put it out there and put toppings.
Knead it with the K and knead it with the N, right?
Yeah, all that. Just you know what I mean, and then you knead it. But this guy. Yeah, man, I'm a pizza dude.
No, but deep dish. I like it.
I like it.
I would say it's way different.
It's fucking pizza. Either way, I'll eat it.
I eat
They're both great. It's
have you had deep dish before?
Yeah, it's whatever I'm having at the time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Anyhow, that's that.
This
once again, thank you again for being here
sir.
on the Lemonade Podcast. Real quick, social.
Oh yeah.
You're on.
I don't use Instagram too much again, but as as it's progressing,
Yes.
I'll probably start posting more.
Okay, so
I use
what's your
my
IG
film.
real
So
quick?
my Instagram is Dan Martinez Gloria.
Oh, shit.
I use my
I'm a
mom's maiden name.
Martinez.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Are we related or
Nice.
something?
No, pues, ¿quién sabe?
Mi primo.
You know?
Yeah.
Primo! Nah, maybe that's why. You're a little light skinned. So,
Hey, you never know. I just
never
haven't been on the sun, man. I've been
maybe.
indoors
You just
drawing.
got to Cali a couple years ago. I've been
yeah.
here. I was born with this tan, bro. I'm from the cool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm in the snow, man. Yeah.
All right, yeah, makes sense. My bad. So your Instagram is
Dan Martinez Gloria.
Dan Martinez
Gloria. One word.
Gloria.
Yeah,
All right,
Gloria.
as it sounds.
Yeah.
All
And shout out to Gloria Studio back in the day. That was my grandpa and my uncles.
Oh, hey, shout out to the fam
Yeah.
for you know what I mean, for the business. And
Yeah.
hopefully they get to listen to this.
Yeah.
Send it to them.
My grandpa was a
yeah.
legit man, dude. He,
Oh, yeah.
he was a freelance photographer.
There you
He
go.
did some work for, I
Once
think,
again.
like Univision and,
Yeah.
and
there
all
you
them
go.
homies.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Real quick, shout out to all the photographers. But yeah, shout out to the fam for pursuing theirs and making it a business and feeding the fam with that. You know what I mean? Setting the example that, you know, we can continue to do, you know, the thing with artistry and whatnot. So toast to you.
Yeah,
toast
cheers,
to the fam.
man.
Welcome to Cali and
Thank you,
best
sir.
of everything for you.
And to
See you on the
Matthew.
next. Yes, sir. See you on the next one.
Thank
yeah. Awesome. That was it.
Cool, man.
That's it, man.
Yeah,
Did you
thank
have
you.
fun?
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself, man. It's a
Great
pleasure,
trip.
bro. It's
Thank
really a
you.
pleasure,
Likewise,
man.
man.
It's good vibes, man. That's dope.
Yeah, thank you.
It's good shit, yeah, man. So at this point, we just kind of talk, and we take the audio off, and then we let the credits roll. Cool. I mean, that's gonna be Matt's job. So if he fucks that up, you know where to go to. Obviously, you know where it is. Yeah, we just need him.
I know it's cool.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll be alright. Cool. Well, yeah, man. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Yeah, man.
Good shit.
See, again, this is way out of my comfort zone, but I still.
Shit. All right. All right.